Hi everyone, this is Kay and the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's lovely to be here with you guys today again. We're going to do a general reading for the collective and we're going to see what it is that you most need to know or want to know, okay? So let's get started. I hope you all had a lovely evening last night. I did, thank you. Archangel Michael, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, guidance, and protection. Will you please assist to guide me today with correctly interpreting the energies in these cards for the collective and to help me see clearly? Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, for the collective, what do they need to know or want to know most today? There's that one, isn't that interesting? That one flipped up, so I'm keeping it. That's the Tower. That's all about you may be feeling lonely, or it's that you're getting things, under control in a legal system, legal situation, governmental documentations being developed and organized, created and organized. For you to be totally, standing alone, free, on your own, independently, moving towards your future, right? Living what you are living now, that you put some things to an end. So that's the past energy, guys, all right? Here is the present. Dog, supportive friend, helpful, playful, faithful companion, a friendship turns to love, sibling or soulmate, peer, pet, vet, doctor, or nurse. Wow, okay. So that's something that you are either being offered now from somebody, or you want to offer somebody that right now. Near future. Wow, church, principle, the religious dogma, family values, marriage, structure, belief systems, collective consciousness, tradition, and programming. Now we had that card come out one time before, not long ago, and it seemed like these were getting in the way of cultural. There would be like maybe an age difference, a cultural difference, an ethnicity difference, and maybe just from a different, it most likely be from a different country, but maybe there's distance that's a problem, and the family that you would have to leave behind is giving you, feedback about that, because of course they're going to miss you, right? And so that could be the things that are holding you back. Well, let's see what happens this time. You were overcoming those. The collective, not necessarily you, but the collective was overcoming them when that church card was here in the same position, near future, so that you could move forward. You are overcoming them. There be struggles, challenges with your belief system, the traditional belief system. Okay, so let's look at Tower, past energy, please, Archangel Michael. The gift. Wow. And the dog. Wow. Okay. That's really cool. Right there, dog, companionship, loyalty, friendship. I'll follow you anywhere kind of thing. The dog now in the present day. Dog. Archangel Michael. Present day, please. Thank you so much. Oh, that's the child card with the fantasy, trying to, thinking about, fantasizing about something that you really desire, that you want to experience. For this, apparently this is a boy. I thought it was a girl, but it's a boy, and he's dreaming about castles, possibly wanting to go to Disneyland. Who knows? But yeah, that's a fantasy for that child. New beginning, right? An official new beginning. Okay, with a soulmate or a sibling, peer, a pet, vet, doctor, nurse, friendship turns to love, whichever is, whoa, okay. I don't know where she came from, but there she was. You might have seen her. Yeah, you know what? Because these are like the same. It's very interesting now. One's got her clothing all the way up there, like a little bit of prudency because of her wisdom, her age. Now this one doesn't look as old, and she's bearing all. She's just feeling very, very comfortable in her own skin. Being vulnerable, she's okay with that. Look, she's even looking out the window like she's waiting for somebody, or that she's just looking out the window and she doesn't care that her breasts are showing. She doesn't. She pays no mind to it. But I want another card, Archangel Michael. Okay, this one with the ship. Okay, so we have two empresses here with a ship. So this one would mark like wisdom, okay? This one would mark like personal development, in the sense of being less fearful, which wisdom is the same thing. You become less fearful, more wise. But that is like really, truly just bearing all kind of thing. Like this one's in no regret, no fear about exposing herself, like who she really is, right? Not physically exposing herself, although that might be something that she's okay with doing too. Okay, Archangel Michael, these have been shuffled, so let's go ahead. Past energy, the bow. You are highly thought of. Look at that, isn't that interesting? A bow here and a bow on that present, that gift. See? And they kind of look alike. Yeah, they do. That's very interesting. And then there's red on this one too. And of course that would be going around. That color is red. And let's see, does it have a bow on it? No. It's probably a male dog, but it's red. Love, right? Love, red. Okay, this is lovingly given. And this is somebody who thinks highly of you, probably loves you. And for the present day, we have in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Yeah. You're officially making a fantasy come about. Let's see here. We have apple. Temptation will test you. Interesting. Temptation will test you. Ah, I just got a hit. The temptation is to come on strong with passion, because you're crazy attracted to this person. Collective, you're crazy attracted to this person, and you may be tempted to want to try and get her into bed when you come to meet her, for the first time. The whole idea is that it's not like you're trying to get her into bed. It's just that you just have such deep desires to be with her in that way that you got to keep that in check, right? That's what the divine is saying. Keep it in check, because she may be more like standoffish in that department in the beginning, and may not be may not be as carefree as this one could be until sometime later, when maybe she can feel that she can trust you. Here's the Three of Wands. You're leaving, turning your back on the past and leaving something behind. And let's see, right? You are alone, standing alone, feeling like your life just doesn't match you anymore, your current environment. And you want to giddy up and go. The Chariot, you want to, you're prepared. You were preparing yourself to leave that, to leave this behind. Okay? Let's talk about the dog, Archangel Michael, if you will, please. Thank you. The dog, the child, the official person, and the hand energies. Three of Cups, geez, that came out in the same place yesterday. And the King of Coins, and this one wants to come out. The Hermit. Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. This is like in need of help, assistance, or guidance. The Hermit is going into guidance land. You know, hermit mode. Receiving illumination for your path forward from the divine. Your spirit guides, right? Guardian angels. There they are, showing up as the star in your lantern to light your path, but there's stars all over and around you, meaning you are surrounded by many, many angels. And the reason why you are, more so now than you ever been, is because you're following your heart. You're paying attention to the divine, like praying, meditating possibly, but you're talking, you're communicating with, not maybe out, verbally, but you could be. So near future. King of Cups. Wow. King of Coins and King of Cups. Woohoo. All right, and let's see what else we got. We got the Page of Coins. Perfect. Now, could have said, this could be both ways. It could be both ways, but, and it could still be, it could be that this is you, feminine, and this is the king that you are, got your eye on. Or that this is the king, you are the king masculine, and it's the mature woman, the Empress cards here, that you have your eye on. So take it how it resonates. But the way I'm going to talk is from the masculine's perspective, because this is near future. But that doesn't mean anything. You could be, you could be empressing up female collective in the near future, becoming so comfortable in your wisdom. The wisdom that you're gaining from the experiences that you went through in the past that made you feel like you're all on your own. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to go from the feminine's perspective today. Just what the hey, right? Why not? Because it's either or. At this point in time, it's either or. So Archangel Michael, let's talk about it from the feminine's perspective, if you will. Okay, so you have, in the past, you've had experience that has caused you to, seek refuge. Really. You go up this tower, you're going to be the only woman standing up there. Way up there. And while you're up there, why are you up there? So you get a better vantage point of the land, a better lay of the land, which would be your outer environment for safety and security and your inner environment. Okay, so you leveling up and growing, personally developing, growing, ascending, evolving from the life's lessons that you have had recently or through quite some time, who knows how long, it's different for everybody. But you have been searching and going within for the support and guidance and the security and the protection, I might add, in more ways than one. You may be seeking a legal matter to put an end to a relationship so that you can get out of something that you didn't feel like you were growing, expanding, or feeling protected in. Like you might have felt threatened by it in one way or another. So with the institution, you may be going into higher education or getting out of a marriage so that you can become somebody who can stand on their own 2 feet independently. You may change your name through the government if you need to change your last name. Let's say if you're leaving a relationship that you're married to, you might want to do that just so that you really truly are independently back to you again. You have come to know who you really are, and it's not whatever the outside world tells you that you are. It's not the roles and the masks that we wear every day for whatever reason. That's not who we are. The internal us, the soul that speaks through our hearts, murmurs, desires and urgings, that's who we are. We are the God within us. And something came around that was a gift that was perfectly what you needed. Maybe somebody offered some kind of support or friendship to you, okay, in the past, which allowed you to be able to truly let go and decide that it's time to seek out, do some research, seek out higher education, like I said, get out of a contract, just get into a place where you can just be on your own, safe and secure, seeking inner guidance. You know, being able to stand tall, be up there and say, I have a bird's eye view on my life now. From up here, that's like going into hermit land. So you've got a bird's eye view from here. Usually this card is where often it's when they're in the mountains, sitting on the ledge, or just standing there on some kind of path, mountain path. You have a better perspective from way up there. And you know that there is somebody who thinks of you very highly. They admire you. And it could be the one that has come to you in the past with support and which was the gift, that exactly what you needed, which at the same time whatever you were experiencing was also exactly what you needed, like trouble in a relationship, in some dynamic, right? It was exactly, that's a hardship. It was exactly the type of hardship you needed, exactly, and that's like a gift from the universe to put you in the middle of that while you're completely protected and devotedly there. The guidance, the divine is devotedly highly devoted to you, to protect you, and to help lead you where you need to be. You're well thought of here, well loved, cherished, and protected is what I'm going to say, so that you could feel safe enough now, because you've had the time spent in getting back on your feet again after what's happened. You can turn your back on the past so that you can move forward. You're looking out across the horizon now with your back to the past, to your life from before, saying, I'm done with that. You know, emotionally you may not, you may still be hanging on to it to some degree, but I mean, fair enough, right? Don't we all? We can't just like that, right? Some people think they can, but really they don't. They're just pushing it down, so out of sight, out of mind. Well, it's never out of mind, but it might be out of sight for a little while, but it's going to keep bubbling back up at the worst times too. Chariot, you're prepared. You've been prepared. Thanks to all of this, you have been prepared to move forward. That's your past, okay? Wow. All right, so present day, let's talk about that. You know, you still have this supportive friend. Who do you think that is? Right? It's somebody who you can call your companion or a friend. Could be a sibling, could be a soulmate, a peer, you know, it could be a cherished pet or veterinarian for some reason, doctor and nurse that supports you moving forward. But I feel like you are going to be, just give me a second here, guys. Well, it seems like you've got more support, more help. Spiritually, of course, like I said, as when you're following your heart, more angelic, you know, more beings from the light come to you and surround you, share their light, which is unconditional love, support, guidance to you. They share their light with you through your own energy centers, right? You have the chakras, and then you have the bodies of energy around you, which is referred to as the auras. The aura of first, it's the spiritual body, which is the most expansive part of you that goes like forever, everywhere, right? Because there's no separation from one to another. Then there's the mental one, which you're coming down into lower frequency from the spiritual frequency of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dimensions, frequencies. You're coming down through that with your soul has had to navigate in order to become a baby in a body again, had to navigate into a lower frequency of which is the mind, okay, which we use to think with. That's our first, that's where we first start creating in this world, is by thinking something into an idea or thought into being. Then it's the emotional body inside of that. So think of it as circles all the time. There's the spiritual around, that's the one that just goes everywhere. You can't say where you begin or where you end with your spiritual being. Then there's the mental one inside of that, like a layer. And it's not a layer, it's all every one energetic body encases or envelops or engages with, or whatever, every single other one inside of it, right? And so, think of a pond, right, where you throw a pebble out and it hits the water and all these ripples go out. The bigger ripples that are that become part of the whole body of water and just kind of dissipate in there, that's the spiritual aspect of who you are. Then the next ripple inside of that is the mental body, and then there's the emotional body, and then there's the physical body. The physical body would be the pebble, and the other ripples before that, the bigger one goes way out and kind of dissipates into the rest of it, is your mental and emotional bodies. So that's what we're like there. We are so protected. We have light beings that come in and share their auras, their spiritual energy that does not end or begin anywhere. And they share that with you, which is wisdom. It's wisdom. So you are officially going to be making a dream come true. Officially a dream is going to come true for you. Okay, feminine? You have been receiving support of all kinds, and the reason why is because you've been nothing but, you've been like this for yourself and for everybody else. You've been supporting people left, right, and center, and as a result of that, rewards come to help you get what it is that you desire too. It's your time, it's your turn, and it's officially now. Right now. Officially, your dream is going to come true. If it hasn't already, and I say this, 4 weeks back is where this time starts. From today's date. So from today's date to 4 weeks back, let's say it's February 10th. I don't even know what day it is. It's February 8th. Let's just say it's February 10th, just for ease. So back to January 10th, somewhere around that's when your past begins. Okay, but that from January 10th to February 10th, if that was today's date, that would be present day. Okay, then from today's date, let's say it's still February 10th to March the 10th, that's still today's date. So there's 2 months, 4 week periods here, 2 4 week periods of 8 weeks. In total, that's considered present day. Now, you have to let the lines blur, right? Because it's not going to be exact. Of course, it's divine timing is what's the exact. And so from that March the 10th, like March 11th and out into another 2 or 3 months, that's your near future. Just so you know. So right now, if you haven't experienced a wish come true for you yet, if you haven't to this point, you still got another 4 weeks yet. If not a little longer, and it might come sooner. Okay. All right. So you're being assisted right now with the help of the universe. The angels, spirit guides, and beings of light that see your light, and they want to be part of your light because you're doing some really cool stuff in your lifetime as a physical being. Who they're not in physical being. They're not in physical form. It's what I'm trying to say. They're not. So they're very excited about watching you because you've changed your mind a great deal. You've grown a lot, and you've got you've got guidance, like you got spirit on your mind now, like seriously on your mind, in your mind, because you got this balance going where this heart and mind together instead of 3D and 50 here. You've brought your mind up to match, to sit in 5D and higher spiritual energy of becoming a master manifester, right? You're manifesting that which you desire a lot faster than you thought, that you've ever done before. And the light beings, they see you doing this and they just want to be a part of this energy that you're moving around. Yeah, it's all really, really beautiful, guys. Really beautiful. There's somebody by a King of Coins right now who might be part of this whole wish fulfillment for you. And that's what I feel. There's a wish to come true with a fellow who is like very earth grounded. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, though they may not be, but they might have a lot of that in their birth charts, okay? And they're going to be some form of assistance to you as well, is what I'm getting. But there's a reunion there, because that's your wish come true. You really want this person to return to you, and this person is quite wealthy. They're wealthy. That's all relative, but they're wealthy. They're abundant and prosperous because they're grounded. They've been living a great deal at the 3D residency, making a life for themselves through that, but not necessarily involving the heart during that time, where things were, they'd get it and then it would go. They'd get it and they'd go. It would go. Because he might have had people in his life that was, they were perfect for them at one time, but they grew out of them. And that's about all I really can say about that, except that this person is grown, developed, because they're a king. You're becoming an empress, so it means you must be a queen in all of this. And he's a king, so he's matching your residency. He's matching you right now. He's matching you. He's grown. So whatever he went through, he's been able to evolve. Okay? Ascend and awaken. It's all the same. I just use different words. But he has spent much time in hermit land. That's why I know he's been growing. He's been allowing spirit to guide him as well. This card wanted to come out with this one. So this is for this guy here. This guy here. So you are, you've done what you needed to do. You've been standing alone, feeling like you don't belong where you are. You're feeling like you just like out there like a fish all by yourself, flapping around on the sand, right? The beach. And you just want to get back in the water, but intuitively the water is not, that signifying or representing the collective, right? You're just feeling like you need to like start evolving. So it's like maybe you can start using your little fins here as feet, right, to start moving yourself along, because it's clear that you've been able to breathe, though it's not difficult. I mean, it's not easy. It's not been easy to breathe the air because you've been breathing water after all, right? You want to so badly go back in the water, but it's just not the place for you anymore. Why else are you out here on the beach if it was the place for you? No, you're not dying. There is an ego death. Yes. That's why you've been kicked out of the collective. And I say that with humor only because I just see it in my mind, as a cartoon. That the ocean kicks you out and says, "Get out of here. You don't belong here. Your ego is dead." Excuse me. The collective is all about ego and that whole body of fears, right? The body itself, and then the subconscious mind, and oh my God. So you've released the subconscious mind fears, right? You've allowed the soul to shine up through you, you little fishy, out into your world. And so the divine is helping you breathe now. Peace and calm. The divine is helping you to breathe, to take on a new environment, to have you know how they say your a lifestyle change, and now that's a lifestyle change, going from the ocean breathing water to being out on the sand with really not much to use to get yourself moving forward, other than your, you know, that's how lizards and stuff came out of the water back in the day. And they had to start like Darwin's theory of, I don't know, evolution. Yeah, they evolved. They had to start using things, and when they gave birth to whatever, those babies, they had more of a walking apparatus built to their body, you know. So forth and so on. So through evolution, you are now standing here going, oh my God, I just feel so alone. I mean, there's nobody for me except for this guy, right? Who is this guy? King of Cups. He's evolving. He's not only about 3D, he's now about 5D and higher. He's marrying the two energies together. And that's what you want. The sword would be the only other thing, you know, the King of Swords. But this will do. This will do, because whatever it was that he wasn't before, you weren't before, you're now ascending because you've been seeing the truth, and you've been accepting the truth for how you're seeing it with a new perspective, and saying, you know, this is the only way it can be done. I'm not going to be happy living my life unless I follow the truth and I speak it, kind of thing. Like I act. I model for others of how to do the right thing, right? So yeah, you're gonna have, it's official, you're gonna have your dream come true, if it hasn't already, collective feminines. And it may be that, and I feel like it is, this guy's showing up. He's showing up, he's reconnecting with you, or connecting with you for the first time, and you fall gaga in love with them. But this is like, you could be celebrating that, but usually this is about a reunion. And let's just say this person is the one that thinks of you highly, because he's got the God going on inside of him. So he feels the love, the deep love within him now, that makes his toes curl, kind of thing, because he has come into a new realization of how much he misses you. And that's the love. That's the love that he's feeling in his heart. So you know he's evolved and evolving, because we don't stop evolving until we're no longer here and we're actually in stillness again. No need to evolve when you're in stillness. But this is a reunion. He wants to take you out, and he wants to have a good time with you, okay? However, he may be a little bit too obsessed with your physical part of you, right? Right here. So there, that's present day. Let's talk about near future. So you have found ways to let go of tradition. Because look at you. I mean, look at you. You went from the traditional you of maybe saying, I'm very, very wise and I'm older, but you know what, because of that, I'm only going to accept this and that and that person, or this person and that, whatever. Traditionally, you have, because you look very traditional, you're Victorian, very traditional in the sense that you have values and beliefs that you have wisely said, these are important to me because they make me happy. But then at the same time, you turned around and you says, does it really make us happy? Like us as in, this is you and you again, okay? Is it really making us happy? So yes, we're wise, but are we letting go of certain traditions and values and beliefs that have only served to hold us back from being extremely happy? Free, extremely happy. The dogma, right? That says dogma on here. Extremely happy. You may be in a marriage here with this one mature woman might be married. Like that's you, right, feminine? You might be married. But you might be in the near future considering becoming a whole lot lighter, if you know what I mean. A whole lot lighter in every area. Yeah, definitely showing your feminine wisdom. This is a powerful feminine. See that little sign on her necklace there? That signifies the feminine energy icon, right? So, because you got places to go, you got people to see, you got things to do. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. But there is this King of Coin. Where are we here? There's this King of Cups here, who is this one right here. Okay, who's coming in, right? He's coming in like this, but when he sees you, it's been a while, he's going to be tempted. And you might even be tempted to just like shed your clothing and jump in bed. And if it works for both of you, great. Who says no, you can't do that? But there's an offer here. Some kind of offer that you can rely on, okay? That's not like an offer of, sex, which it could be. But there's more to it. So they may be asking you, the King of Cups here, may be asking you to join them somewheres, to get on a plane. Well, this is a ship, but back in the Victoria days, right? Ships, right? No planes. Get on a ship. Oh, just a minute. There were planes. Like, was there bombers and stuff? I don't really know. Doesn't matter. So, get on a plane and meet them somewheres. Okay? Could be like in the mountains that they're going to ask you to meet them, or on some kind of beach, ocean. Because, you're the fish after all. You'll feel really quite at home here, near the water. Maybe you won't actually. You might want to actually go to the mountains. Just saying, because, the ocean is the collective, and it's all about ego. And in symbology, really the ocean is the divine. But in this story, it's the collective, okay? I just want to set that straight, because somebody could say, well, that's not what the ocean represents, the collective. No, it's very true. And I admit that. But for the story, it worked really well, okay? So I apologize. And so they might be coming to see you, okay? They might be coming to see you, but this is an actual trip where you pack your bags and you go somewhere, whether for business or for romance, for love. But this is an actual trip. So either he's coming to see you, which he's right underneath there, right? But he wants to see this one here. He wants to see you. He wants to see this you. Not so much that one. Though this is what he's attracted to your mind. Let's just say it. He's attracted to your body, of course, too. But he's grown to the point where he realizes it's about love and not about lust. Okay? It's about love and not lust. So he may be wanting to meet up with you so that he can see you in a bikini. I don't know. Or if you're going to the mountains, you might want to go to the mountains. If you're not interested, because you might be tempted to take your clothes off, get in bed with them when you first reconnect or come together with them for the first time. And I do believe it's a reconnection. So you're reconnecting with somebody from your past. And you might not have been talking to them for a long time. And I would say it's been a long time, because this has been your fantasy for this person. But, this person might be somebody that you met even a long time ago, that you had admired for many, many years, and you may not have been in a position, maybe being married, to actually move towards them in any way, shape, or form. But, this is somebody from the past, I do believe. So you might be tempted. So the apple card here says temptation will test you. So whatever works for you, but the divine is saying if you really, really want, you should really stand in your wisdom for the first little time. At least the first little time. The first meeting, the first time away with each other. Whatever it is that the two of you do when you first reconnect. And even maybe, who knows, the next time you connect, and then the next time you connect, you'll have to decide. You'll be the wise one, even though you're feeling really good in your own clothing. Because you're now that fish that's figured out how to walk on land. You're no longer ego anchored. You're no longer ego anchored. You're free. You have this freedom, though. It might feel really, really like you're alone, feel it really isolating. and lonely perhaps, that other people don't think the same way you do. Like your beliefs are that much different. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You know, you match up with somebody that's like you, very much like you in the belief department. They love, care, and want to provide and be unconditional and all that sort of stuff. You're gonna go lots of places together. Let's just say that, okay? But this looks really good, collective. I hope that this was helpful for you, and until tomorrow, we'll talk to you again. Bye for now.